Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Craig. So currently I am 11 weeks post-op from an ACL reconstruction as well as a bucket handle and a radial tear on my meniscus. And I wanted to make this video to encourage those who are either going through this process or are about to go through it. I want to give you some encouragement and kind of give you some expectations, let you know what you are about to go through or what you can expect. I'm going to do videos later on that are going to let you know, like week 1, week 2, what happened during those weeks, what were the things that I dealt with, what were the things that I needed to do, physical therapy wise. So this was a jiu-jitsu injury. This is one of my biggest fears that I've ever had, even when I played football in high school. I was rolling with the black belt, nothing crazy. It wasn't nothing out of the ordinary. I was in closed guard, went 2-on-1, pinned his hand, stood up because I passed closed guard standing up. And when I went to drop step my leg to get from being swept, I immediately felt something. I didn't really hear anything, and I hit the ground. Went over to the side of the mat. It hurt. It was probably about a 5 or 6 on the pain scale, but I thought it was basically the same thing that I had done about 3.5 years ago, which was I had torn my meniscus and then I had sprained my ACL. And so I figured that pain was just swelling and whatnot. About a week or so goes by, and the pain gets a little bit better, but the range of motion, the swelling, was not there. I could not extend my knee all the way, and I originally thought it was due to swelling, but that was not the case. So I went and had an MRI, and luckily at our gym we've got an orthopedic surgeon there, and he looked at it and gave me the news that he said, man, he's like, you've torn your meniscus, but he's like, this is not a normal tear. It's called what they refer to as a bucket handle tear, and I'll try to show some pictures to let you guys know. What that does is on my anterior side, the flap of my meniscus had actually gotten cut out and almost looked like a half moon or like a crescent moon, and had folded in on my knee joint, and that was what was preventing my leg from getting full extension. So he referred me to a specialist, went to a specialist, and still from that, from the ACL test, the structural test that they do, and then from the MRI, they couldn't necessarily tell what condition my ACL was in, and I knew I had to have surgery. And one of the things that I told the ortho that did my surgery, and I was extremely pleased with what he did and how it's gone. I basically told him, I said, look, man, this is what I do. I said, I'm active. I said, I train jiu-jitsu. I lift weights. I shoot. I'm a fairly active guy. I said, if you get in there and you see that the ACL needs to be repaired, I want you to go ahead and do so. So I went into surgery. What was funny is we got hit by Hurricane Beryl on a Monday. Power went out, fired up the generator. That next Tuesday, I had surgery. So I was post-op surgery at our house with running on generator power for like 3 days. But when I went into surgery, I knew coming out, man, if my leg's completely immobilized, something bad happened. So I woke up, I came to, and my leg is completely wrapped, immobilized. My brace is straight, and come to find out, he said the ACL was hanging on by a thread, so he decided to shape it down and do a complete reconstruction. And so I want to go a little bit into more about actually what was done. So let's go to the ACL reconstruction. So he took from my quad and basically anchored from my femur down into my tibia. When I woke up from surgery, my shin was on fire. I did not know why until later on when he showed me pictures and showed me what happened. They had actually drilled a hole and anchored that new tendon or new muscle graft into to my bone and anchored that. The bucket handle tear, he sutured that up. The radial tear on the other side, he did not really see that on the MRI and didn't see that until he got into surgery. And that he sutured up and then installed what he called a device or an implant to anchor my meniscus to prevent further tearing. So A normal ACL surgery, even a complete knee replacement, you're up and walking the same day of surgery or at the latest the next day. Because of the damage to my meniscus, I was off my feet for 6 weeks. I could still do some PT, some isometrics, some slight weighted stuff, but like I said, it has been only 5 weeks as of filming this video that I've been able to walk. I've been able to start lifting and doing things like that again. So my recovery is a little bit different than most. I am way ahead of schedule right now, and I'll keep you guys informed. If y'all want to follow my progress, I got to post some stuff on Instagram. But like I said, yeah, the bucket handle tear, the radial tear is what held me back from being weight bearing for those 6 weeks, because they wanted that meniscus to heal. Yeah, so that's why it's different than most complete, most ACL surgeries or even just a standard meniscus trim. So I had some pretty significant damage. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys know week 1, what did I experience? What was I going through? What did I do? Week 2, week 3, and all that stuff. But I'm pleased. I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm hoping to return back to some form of jiu-jitsu within the next 4 to 5 weeks. Like I said, light, nothing crazy. And as soon as I got cleared to go weight bearing, they incorporated weights. So I am back underneath a barbell. I am deadlifting, I'm squatting, I am pressing, I'm bench pressing. That has not changed. Both my buddy Nick Delgadillo with Starting Strength encouraged me to get back under the bar as soon as I could, as well as my physical therapist. She said, as soon as you can start getting that range of motion and that strength back, your recovery will improve drastically. And so I've been pleased with my PT. She's awesome. I told her, I said the first visit, I was like, I want you to PT me like I'm a damn 20-year-old college athlete. And she kicks my ass. But I appreciate it because my improvements are significant. So guys, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. My case is a lot different than most, but we're seeing progress every day. Every day gets better. And yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date, what's going on, and kind of where I'm at on my journey. If you got any questions on ACLs or knee injuries or whatnot, I've learned a shit ton in the last 2.5 months. So please put them down in the description box and I'll get to them as best as possible. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Be safe, be smart, be skilled. Catch you on the next one.